Okay, this is the new Filmworks building. We were in the old Filmworks building for 20 years as a casting agency, but it became too small for our purposes. So we moved into a new location. Now, my ability to do casting has been cut short because my union ACTRA said I wasn't allowed to cast and act at the same time because it was a conflict of interest. I kind of disagree, but when you think the reason I set it up in the first place was so I could get acting roles, then maybe they have a point. But the reason they got down on me was because several actors my age in this community thought that I was taking too many roles and thought that I had an inside track. It's true, I was exposed to the director, but so are the guys who drive transport.
Would you refer that to inside trading?
Yeah, it's inside trading. That's what I was accused of doing. Now, many times I was offered a role, not many times, but once. I was offered a role, and that I remember, probably happened more than that, and I said, I know who could play that way better than me. And I passed it on to another actor. But I did start casting for one reason, because I wanted to be in film. And there was hardly any film in Halifax. And whenever they did come, they'd always bring their actors with them. So Barry Dunn, who plays Ray on Trailer Park Boys, his wife, Caitlin Cahoon, she and I were acting at Neptune Theatre, and I asked her to come down to Filmworks before it was Filmworks, because the office became available, and it was vacant. And I said, what could we do here, Caitlin? And she said, we could start a casting agency. So we did. And everyone said, you're crazy. There's nothing to cast here. But we worked at it, and in a very short time, we were casting motion pictures, because all of a sudden, Nova Scotia became the place to be. When I first started, there was maybe 50 actors, local actors in ACTRA, and half of them weren't even acting. They were lawyers or doctors or retired people. I bet you there's 500 now. And I played a great part in making the industry more viable here. We used to have meetings way back when with the Department of Recreation, with the Nova Scotia government, and with a local guy who was an editor of a newspaper, and another fellow who had a small film company. And we used to dream about the day that we'd have $1 million or $2 million worth of movies. Well, some years we have like $200 million worth of films being done here. But not when I started. When I started, it was, I think the first one I worked on as a casting person, I think it was The Little Kidnapper. And Little Kidnappers. And that
What year was that, John?
1980. I was in an NFB film before that. It was a great one. I was a little bit of a psychopath, I suppose. So show a fisherman you. But I remember so many different wonderful experiences casting in Halifax, going out on the street and finding actors, going to the amateur theater companies and checking out and see if I had to grow. And sometimes you'd get a really good stage actor and they weren't comfortable in front of the camera, of course not. And maybe after the 5th audition that I gave to them, maybe they started to get cool and maybe they get a role. I know that right now in Nova Scotia, you could cast just about any part you needed, because we have a really great community of actors here. Hey. These are nice shots out back.
Yeah.
Welcome to Filmworks.
Again.
Welcome to the new Filmworks. Do you mind if we come in with a camera? in here to this office and do an interview with you?
With me?
Yeah,
What me?
because we're practicing interviewing techniques. This is Mike Swain.
How you doing?
Mike?
He's my new protege.
Uh-huh.
And we've been making interviews. And we're
Oh,
trying to get our technique together.
Okay.
And I thought you'd be great if I just asked you one question.
Yeah.
What's happening on December 5th?
December 5th?
Yeah.
On December 5th is a Sunday, isn't it?
You know what's happening December 5th. You're going to Mexico.
No, I'm going on the 12th.
Oh, on the 12th.
You're going to do interviews. I think you should get your questions right.
I have some news. I've just been to the chartered accountant. I have last year's records. And I have some unfortunate news.
Oh, no.
We get a refund of $4,000.
Oh, yay.
Oh, yay. There it is, baby.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Isn't that great? Aren't you glad
It's good when we lose money.
Aren't you? Aren't you?
I think.
No, we didn't lose. It's because I was making installments. Aren't you proud of me now?
Did we lose money?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't look at it yet. I don't think we lost money. So I asked them to credit our account, and they're going to send a check. So you'll have extra $4,000 to start the year next year. That's good. How's business?
Well, as you know, I'm just trying to finish up this project.
Yeah. And tell me a little bit about casting scene in Halifax.
The casting scene in Halifax. Well, I think we need some more actors.
I was just saying downstairs we were interviewing that we have, there's no role we can't cast in this province. Is that not true?
That's a little bit of a stretch.
Okay. What are we weak on here?
Ethnicity.
Ethnicity. Now you're talking. I was thinking age range.
No, we need more ethnic actors.
Yeah.
Would be great. Especially older ones.
Yeah. Older ethnics.
Yeah.
I remember I used to go into the community and dig them out, but it was usually a dog's breakfast. But I found that the hardest ethnicity, and you can disagree, to find is Chinese.
Yeah, they don't like to do it.
They don't like the camera, do they? No. So, what kind of year did you have this year?
Steady.
Yeah?
It was a steady year.
Yeah?
A couple of good projects.
Yeah?
And we're gonna have a busy one next year.
And what are you working on now?
Mike Melsky's new independent feature.
I noticed on the title page that it did not have the title or anything.
7 Fires. doesn't it?
7? Oh, not on my title page that I got. I guess it was just a generic title page that you send out with auditions.
You didn't get the breakdown?
I didn't get a breakdown.
I'll send it to you.
Oh, maybe I did, but it wasn't. I didn't print it off.
I think I sent it to you, but
Oh, dear.
I'll send it to you again.
Actually, I don't need one really, because the character's pretty well delineated. I mean, it's a lawyer. Maybe you can help me out here. He's a lawyer, late 40s.
Well, he's any age at this
Yeah.
point.
He's a little bit tired and a little under the gun.
I wouldn't say he's tired.
It says in the script.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it says he looks like he's forget the words, but it.
I wouldn't go with that as much as
No.
he's. There's a lot going on in his character.
See if you can get a close up of her just typing on that, so you can have a clean cutaway.
He's got a family connection with Jan, who arranges for her abduction in hopes that his goddaughter can find an escape life on the streets.
Is it true that she's his goddaughter?
It's not true.
Yeah, exactly.
He's compassionate, complex, a manipulator, and a man of hidden motivations, and that's the key.
It's hard to show hidden motivations in that performance. It can only be, I think it can only be revealed in what he does later, in what he says.
Well, it does get me later.
Yeah, because I have to appear sincere with this Avery. And when I say things like that's all the money that your parents have, to me, if I was Avery, I'd say, how about yourself? If she's your goddaughter, make it 30. You you know?
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to manipulate the script. I'm just saying that when I look at that, I mean, I look at stuff like Tal Gabraith. That's the name of the guy. He's a son of Lebanese refugees. I wish his name wasn't Tal Gabraith, because there isn't a Lebanese name named Gabraith, right? Those are the things that flummox me for a while. But what I'm going to do, the only thing I can think of, you could switch that off.